everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 335 on the Mana Leek. I am John as always, and we're back for some more Phyrexia. All will be one. Slowbad is a Centaur Courser. Not a big fan of it. Necrosquito, not a huge fan of it. Scheming Aspirant, not a huge fan. Mesmerizing Dose I like quite a bit. Anoint with Affliction is decent. Well, we could take this and try to get into Proliferate a little bit. Blue-black is the worst color pair, according to the data folks. Yeah, I think I'll take the Scheming Aspirant. I'm not a big fan of any of this. So my 67% win rate continues, although it is no longer a perfect 2-1 streak. I do have 1-1-2 and 1-3-0. And then 9 2-1s. So I'm not losing at this format at all. In fact, I would say at 67% I'm winning at this format. But it's still not good. Still not good. So I like Skull Bomb. I like Scourge. Scourge keeps us on our color. Hazardous Blast is obviously good, but it's like as good in game ending as it is, you still don't spend a real pick on it. And that's probably a hard thing for people to understand, especially if they just look at the data. Yeah, I'll take the Scourge here. We'll look to get a few poison on, just so that this becomes a 2-2 Death Touch lifelinker. Prism's also fine. I like that Skull Bomb. Yep, let's take the Scourge. Somewhat late evolving adaptive, rare, uncommon, and a common was taken. Evolving adaptive would be quite good if we can get some Proliferate going. Hover Wings is fine. Charge of the Might's fine. The blue is deeply not good. We do want a Siphoner, but I mean, if green might be open, we should take the adaptive. Following that, we've got a Proliferate and a decent little spell. There's a lot of X ones kicking around. This does some work, and it'll work with our Scheming Aspirant and getting poison counters proliferated and whatnot. Silex, not a big fan. Lattice Blade is fine. We're not going to take that over black, which we're progressively further heading towards. So yeah, let's take the Whisper. Following that, Scrap Trap is okay. This card is okay. It's still overhyped. You do have to just kind of curve out and never stop attacking. But if you do successfully, it can be a beating. But we're very far away from what that deck requires. This card's too expensive. Anything that costs 6 mana needs to immediately win the game, and that doesn't. This card is pretty bad. Yeah, I'll take the Scrap Trap. And we are heading towards black. We have one reason to be green. However, we just got a Trawler Drake. That could be proliferated quite well. We've got spells. We'll probably have more. These doses are probably going to be free because people think they're bad. They're not. They also proliferate. But yeah, let's take that Trawler Drake. Heck yeah. Font is bad. Chrome Prowler is okay. A lot better in the blue-white deck or a more aggressive deck, not necessarily ours. Vat of Rebirth, not a big fan. These lands, still not a big fan. We'll take the Prowler. I think we'll just take a Prism here. I think a Prism will do kind of what we need to do. No Proliferate. I mean, this says the word Proliferate, but it's pretty bad. We'll put in an Aspirant's Ascent. I don't know that we're actually going to play it. Skull Bomb. I do like this Skull Bomb a decent bit. I think we can get rid of that adaptive now. And then we wait. So yeah, here we are in the worst color combo. So obviously we're going to go 0-3, right? No, we're going to go 2-1. We always go 2-1. So yeah, I just want more Proliferate. Some ways of getting poison on. Fill up our 2-drop slot, of course, because regardless of what deck you're in the 2-drop slot. Technically, this says poison and 2-drop, but we are very unlikely to play it. It's bad. Bring the Ending, I'll certainly play. What are you? Too expensive is what you are. Watchful Blister Zoa is way too expensive, and an Orthodoxy Enforcer. Next pack, we wish that we were green, but we're pretty far off of that, and Voidwing Hybrid is going to be fantastic for what we want to do, so that's going to be an easy pickup, and hopefully we get a dose back around. Next pack, we don't get too much. We get an Infectious Inquiry or a Seer. Neither of those are good. Let's take the Seer. It blocks just a little bit early. The Scry is fine. Once again, blue card's terrible. No. I guess we go with the Skitterling. We're definitely going to need to get poison going a little bit more. So we'll be looking for the Pestilent Siphoners and whatnot. But yeah, let's go with that. I will say, it's probably because I play blue so much. I've played blue 9 of the 11 decks that I've played. I frequently see packs pick 3 with 1 blue card in them. But presumably that's because I'm looking for blue cards. Shieldred's Edict. Better than a Vraska's Fall. Better than that, better than that, better than that. Better than that. So we will take that Edict. Dose or a Scourge. I think we need to go for the Dose. We're going to be looking to proliferate. We are playing weirdly control-y, trying to win off of Drake and Scourge, and obviously we need that Scourge too. I feel like there's a chance this person could be blue. Let's take the Dose. Better pack. I would certainly play that. I'll certainly play this. I would certainly play that. I would even play one of those. Yes, we have an Edict with a Dose. Oh no, the non-bow. Play this early, play this late. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll take the Anoint. I feel like we can probably get those Ichor synthesizers. Nothing here. Meld Web Curator. Has some stuff to buy back. It just buys it back so slowly for what it is. Hopefully we don't play it. I don't see a big need for a Terramorphic Expanse at the moment, so we'll pick this up. Hopefully just find better stuff. Siphoner, we're looking for one of those. Head Cleaver is not great, but we could play it. We're going to look to pack 3, I think, to polish our deck. Because none of these are are doing that. But the good thing is that we only need 3 more playables, huh? 1 Proliferate. Come on. Come on, there's got to be more. 2 Proliferate. Okay, we need more Proliferate. We need a good bit more Proliferate. Oh, 3 Proliferate, and potentially a 4th. We'll take the tap land. Again, I'm just not a fan of these. And that's just way too expensive. Oh, well then. Well then. We get a bad rare. Womp womp. We get another singular blue card in the pack. Also, this is unfortunate because we get a singular blue and a singular black. Technically, we could call that a blue, I guess. But this is a... I mean, we have playables, but this is a bad pack for us. This is a good pack for white-red, I guess, with these 3. Did they fix? None of the... The cards don't go off the screen anymore. Although I feel like it was here where they tended to go off the screen, not this column. We'll have to test that out. That was one of my UI annoyances. Well, we are looking for Flying Poisoners, so I think another Pestilent Siphoner is needed. Apparently these wheel all the way around, so we can get this one as well. Not looking for that, not looking for that. And the rest of this is dead, so we'll take that Siphoner. So there's our deck. Can we make it better? Malcator's Watcher I've played. I think this is my most drafted card, but we're not doing the turn 3 Sarah Angel trick here, unfortunately, so significantly less good. Necrosquito is a 4-mana 2/2 flyer, and then we need things to go away for it to get bigger. I think I just want another Pestilence Siphoner. I just want another Pestilence Siphoner. What an absolutely damning statement for this format. Serum Snare will work. It proliferates too. It's also just a good card. In you go. Get rid of this prologue to Phyrexia. Whew. What a shame we are not in that deck. This is just a 3-mana 2/4 for us. Gives that +1/+1. That's it. So I think we just take the Immobilizer. That's a shame. We could have made anything. I don't think it was quite for us. Mesmerizing Dose, Bone Picker Scourge. I think we want another dose. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. We got to make some cuts all of a sudden. We've got to make some cuts. Our deck was wide open this way. Well, in that case, we don't need a Prism. I'm not going to play that Surgeon. I don't really care about anything else here. I don't think we need the Ascent. What's the creature count? 15? Don't think we need the Curator. Still need 3 more cuts, eh? 3 more cuts. Probably one of these Skull Bombs. I think we could work with the Iker Synthesizer. What's our non-creature count? It's got to be 8-ish, right? 8-ish? 11. Holy. 3 cuts. Although we could do 16 lands. There's a 5-drop here. We're definitely looking to double spell with that. Activate and play stuff off that. Keep that up, keep that up, keep that up. We are not really drawing cards. I don't think we can go down to 16. So this Head Cleaver I'm not super impressed by. And then we could cut one of the Whispers. Maybe we do 16. Yeah, let's do 16. So boop, boop. This definitely has been a heavily 16 land format just because of this gigantic 2-drop slot that you tend to have in this format. And then extraordinarily small 4/5 and ideally 0 6s or above. So yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's see what we can do. The deck doesn't feel super strong, but it also feels like a 2-1, like 90% of decks that I've had. What's the accurate number there? Is the accurate number 88%? 9 divided by 11. 81. 81.8% of my decks have been 2-1. All right. We're going to play first because that's how you win. Unfortunately, can't play that on 1. That's going to be a later play because we're going to go Seer, Siphoner, go from there. Opponent with the mulligan. I love to see it, because I love to see my opponents lose. Yeah, let's get the Siphoner going, and then it looks like we're probably going to hold up, bring the ending Anoint. Mere Convert, that's pretty killable. Ooh, hello. That's pretty ding-dang killable, although we could just let them ramp into something bigger and then kill it. So yeah, let's go Dross Pits. Let's get the poison going. Let's drop the Void Wing. There's no way they're going to drop an entirely game-ending 4-drop, right? The format's not that fast. Eye of Melkator? Do not care. I mean, I care. Is it? It's ETB, right? Okay. So we can counter their next artifact plan. Easy peasy. We can also just kill the eye when it activates. So they are going to be corrupted this turn, so that's good. Let's scry. Whisper, don't mind if I do. You, out of here. Proliferate the poison and the oil. 3 N2 poison. Counter 99% of what they would play here. 99% of things. That, yup. Bye. Ah, the turn 4 win. Emblematic of a high-quality, well-designed format. Okay, so their Eye of Melkator stuff. So disrupting them like that is pretty dang good. We don't have much else to do, though. Although if they're playing a bunch of them, I don't like Duress, but it's a thing that exists. Can this hit Artifact? It cannot. Cannot. Well, we didn't see much, so we probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to take that out and put in the Duress. May not be the best of choices. But at 2 Melkators, I'm assuming they're doing the thing. That's a Siphoner on 2. 3 turns to find an island for a Drake on 3. We even get to play our Dross Pits and have them active. No island. Mere Convert. Island. I will readily trade with that convert if they do bring it in. Couldn't pay me enough to not block. Prophetic Prism, well, that gets their colors going. They had their colors going with the convert, but it gets their colors going even more. Escaped Experiment, sure. Sheoldred's Edict, well, that's going to be cool to grow the Drake. In for 1. So we'll get to grow the Drake and kill the Experiment, I guess. In. Sounds good. I'll take 4. And I assume we'll see an Eye of Melkator come down. Or nothing. Interesting. Well. Combat. Attack. Sheoldred's Edict you? Please sacrifice a non-token creature. That I may then hit you for 3. Changing the race. So you had no 3s or 4s? Or do you have all lands? In for 2, you got it. Dune Mover. Surely they can't put a land on top. Didn't think so. Land and a pass. Well then. Well, we are going to crack this. And this is where this feels like crap. Oh my god. Yikes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands in our top 13. Doesn't feel great. And almost all of our black sources, or possibly all of our black sources. 3, 6, 7, I think we had 8. Ruthless Predate my Drake. Sounds good. In they come for 5. This is not the best race. Well, they're flooding out too, so we may as well go like that. Get them up to 6 poison. So they're on a 2-turn clock to my 5-turn clock. That's 9 lands in my top 14. Good lord. 10 lands in my top 15. Magic the Gathering is a 30-year-old game. You should have really tapped one of these down. Magic is a 30-year-old game with significant problems. There are 6 lands in this 25-card deck. 6 lands. 6. Bottom. They understand that they're dead in 2 turns. I mean, maybe they just accidentally click through again here, eh? They did not accidentally click through. But they need a heck of a top deck. This Chrome Prowler is going to cause some issues. How's your top deck game? How's your top deck game? Don't mind me, just going to tap down that experiment. Pretty good top deck game. Oh my god! So we just have to assume they don't hit an artifact on top, right? Let me pull up my deck here. Because if they attack... Well, no, if they draw an artifact, they just tap this. With the... Yeah, we have to attack. We have no choice. Because if they drew an artifact here, we're dead any which way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of our top 17. We're dead. Cool. 11 of the top 17. There are 5 lands in my 23 card deck. Oof. 30-year-old game with significant flaws dating back to 30 years ago. Modern games would not allow that to happen. They would be violently booted from the market by the customers. But Magic has the momentum that everyone just accepts that that's the way it is. That sucked. But I think if we drew anything, we won that game, right? Let's go through the deck while we're waiting. If we drew a Whisper of the Dross, we won the game. If we drew a Surgical Skull Bomb, we won the game. If we drew a Glistener Seer, we won the game. If we drew an Ichor Synthesizer, we won the game. Another Pestilence Siphoner, we win the game. Scheming Aspirant, we win the game. Voidwing Hybrids, we win the game. Anoint, we win the game. Serum Snare, we win the game. Chitterling Skitterling, we win the game. either Bone Picker Scourge, we win the game. Tamiyo's Immobilizer, we win the game. Yeah, if we drew literally anything in any of those like 8 draws, we won that game. Gross. Let's play. 1, 2. Gotta find that land. Let's keep. Gross. Found a land. Let's drop the Skull Bomb, pass the turn. And we'll immediately go to the skies with Bone Picker Scourge. A Dune Mover. Feels like they are going to put an island on top here. They're not. Okay, so they have an island in hand. I will need a third or a second island for the dose, but surely we can get that. Probably on top right now. Bone Picker Scourge. Pass the turn. So we have seen almost 1/3 of our lands in our first 9 cards. 10 cards. Gross. Got more where that came from. I will take 3 and a poison. Six of our lands in our top 11. 7 of our lands in our top 12. 30-year-old game with 30 years of issues. There are 9 lands in this 28 card deck. I feel like I should be allowed to file for compensation. TBH? Really? That must have been a whiff on land, right? Had to be a whiff on land. Yeah, we need to find stuff that isn't lands. No lands. No, get the hell out of here. There's one on top. Hey, there wasn't one on top. That's going to be a Drake. Oh, I can't remember if we saw multiple. I'm going to pull up 17 lands again just to take a quick look at our last game here. Just want to go to turn 10 and check their graveyard. We saw a Drown in Ichor. Do I want to Serum Snare my own Drake to save it from a Drown in Ichor? No. Let's get the Ichor Synthesizer down as well. No attacks. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lands in our top 25. Surely we won't draw many more, yeah? Surely. Wait, they had a Drown in Ichor? Did they have swamps? Or did they just cast that off a Prism last game? They just casted it off a Prism last game. Okay. Whatever you say. Do we have the mana to double? We don't. We don't. So we are just going to Immobilizer. Get those counters. I would love to find some Proliferate here real quick. Real quick Proliferate would be amazing. Get in for 2. This proliferates if we bounce 3 or less, which we'll bounce the hell out of that once it grows just a little bit more. Which would then make this a 4/4 flyer. This would have 3 oil on it. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I do need... No, Bring the Ending is beyond... Whoa, high battle chair. Well, you are our new tap target after the Vorak this turn. What's the re-equip? 7? 7, eh? Alright, so let's drop the Siphoner. And let's get in for 2. So we can bounce that token and proliferate. They will be able to re-equip. Let's bounce the token. Counter, counter, proliferate everything. And tap down the 3/3. All right, if we can keep that Drake alive for one more trigger, then it's out of the Drown and Ichor range. And if they're going to spend their turn re-equipping and we still just get to keep tapping it down, that's fantastic for us. Anoint, pretty ding-dang big. So we are going to murder the Dune Mover. Get the triggers. 6, 7, 8, 9. Attack for 9. And they're gone. Oof. Okay. Viewed a large number of lands out of our deck, but got there with the unplayable color combination. Stop using 17 lands for data. Just stop. You will get much better at Magic. Significantly better. That's not to say if you are bad at Magic, like if you're garbage at Magic, 17 lands will probably make you better. But it has a very low ceiling as to how good it will make you be. And I would expect most people watching are not literal trash garbage at Magic. I think most of y'all are pretty good. Scourge on 3 is a little bit slow, but can't mull that. Another option on 3. Blue-red Barbed Batterfist. Alrighty. Well, I would prefer not to bounce that, but it is an option. May as well. If they don't have a follow-up, they're a little boned. It's the re-equip. That's kind of a cute follow-up. So we'll have them spend at least 1 mana on equipping that, and then we'll just Chrome Prowler it down. Man, 1 equip. That's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap. I've not played much of the Mirrodin equipment. Chrome Prowler. Boop. Tappa tappa. Synthesizer, sure, I can slam into that. And a Mist Land Drop, nifty. All right, let's get in for 3. Let's drop a Scourge. Pass the turn. Their own Trawler Drake. We have several ways of murdering that. However, mostly land. We could dose the Raptor. Although the Raptor is not the hugest of threats. I don't hate getting in with this Prowler and killing the Raptor. Or dealing 3. Let's continue in the sky for just a little bit. Wait for just a slightly juicier target on the dose, / an ability to proliferate anything. Because we can't possibly draw more lands, right, in our 16 land deck? Right? Literally impossible. This isn't a land. Our opponent has even done something during our upkeep because it will be so amazing when we draw this not land. Just a huge long drum roll for this not a land. Well, we need the Trawler Drake tapped down now. And to pass the turn. 8 lands in our 27 card deck. Not terribly useful. Our opponent is being very non-aggressive. Jesus. Why is that 3? Am I blind? They have 2 things with oil counters on them. Why did that have a 3 on it? I wonder if it dealt 3. Oh, oh. Arena's absolute trash interface. This has oil counters on it. Does it show on screen? No, because that's not important. Right? That's not important at all. Not important at all. Excuse me for a moment while I do a screenshot. Absolutely unimportant. So unimportant. Why would anybody even remotely care? Yeah, we need to kill this. They are being so unaggressive. Oh my god, I hate this game. I hate Magic the Gathering. 9 of our top 16. There's a whole 7 lands left in there. Thank you for finally attacking. Just show me the last land on top. Give me a nice round 10. We didn't scry any, right? Give me the nice round 10 lands. Okay. Well, we have proven that if we don't flood out, we can win. So let's don't flood out 2 times in a row. Sound good? No reason for a duress. No reason for the 3rd whisper. Oh. I only just noticed this is like eyes with oil pouring out of it. I've only really noticed the art on like the teeny tiny arena card version, and so it just looked like pillars holding up a thing. Oh boy. I don't think I've talked in the videos about what I hope battles are. I hope that battles are World of Warcraft, the card game, style quests. I hope that battles are a card type that can replace your land drop for the turn, and they tap for a mana. But they have some sort of quest on them, some sort of battle on them. When you kill something, put a counter on this. If you get 3 counters, draw a card, and then flip this card. Your quest is over for that battle forever, and then it's just a land for the rest of the turn. Give me lands that do something, lands that somehow help this god-awful mana system. Because it's aging, and it's aging rapidly. Or just make the game cheaper. You can't charge this much money for a game that just dirt you out sometimes. This is a pretty good starting hand. That's a Siphoner on 2. Any land is a Drake on 3. We have the Bring the Ending up if need be. Cool. They hit the old mull button. Boop. No 1, I like it. No 3rd land on the first draw. Can get a 3rd land on the 2nd draw, though. Synthesizer, we can fly over that. Missed the land, but we do get a Siphoner. So, to the skies with the poison. Please, no Trawler Drake. That's worse. Please, Island. Okay. 30-year-old game. 30-year-old game with significant flaws. It would just sting less if it wasn't, you know, $3.50, $3.33 a game. I do like the main phase augury here. That should be good news for us, somewhat. Good, slow news. Still can't do a thing to save our lives, so that's cool. I guess we gross. I think we hold up the Bring the Ending. This is insufferable. Absolutely insufferable. So if we were on 5 lands here, hell no. You don't get to Blue Sun's Twilight. Or whatever the hell it is, Twilight. Not a chance. Get out of here with that crap. Get out of here with that. Oh my god. Kill me now. Just kill me now. Just kill me now. This bullshit. 2 in our top 13. They were in our starting hand. Uh-huh. Oh, now I have something I can cast. Thank you. For the love of God. We need to tap down the raptor and get the poison going, because that seems to be one of the only ways we're winning. So that puts them on 2, this puts them on 4, this will put them on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Poison, win, a go-go. Poison, win, a go-go. Don't touch my Siphoner. Alright, so then we tap down this one. Oh, they're both active now. Cool. Cool beans. So we're going to go to 10. Then run a 4-turn clock. Then we need this one tapped down. Put them up to 6. That'll be 7. That'll be 8. 9, maybe. I think we save ourselves a point of damage here and get another poison on him. Oh, that's the end of that. We need an Anoint with Affliction now. Not quite. It is toxic, though. I don't think it's fast enough toxic, but it is toxic. Needs 4 turns, and we're dead in 3. What a bad game this game is. What an absolute trash game. Maybe in match 3 we won't have land issues, right? Right? Maybe in match 3. I know that I have to block. Technically buys me no, it doesn't even buy me a turn. What a miserable experience for the price of a pretty damn good coffee. Pretty damn good coffee. So we kill that. We block that. We block that. We are not dead if they have nothing in their hand. I would find it incredibly surprising if they have nothing in their hand. Surprise. How many oil counters? I can't tell because some of the things are tapped. It looks as though it's only one. What a miserable experience. What a terrible program. What a terrible game. Let's go to match 3. Let's see if 30 years of flaws don't screw us around this time, eh? That oil counter disappearing when things are tapped down bugs me. That is bad interface design. I'll keep this just off the power of the skull bomb here to draw us back into something. And because mulliganing is awful. Are we dead? We're not dead. What happens when you die? When you die, you're the goblin arsonist. I hate that there's 2 1-mana goblins that both look kind of the same. Okay, so I don't have any terrible interest in killing you just yet. And it's when it deals damage. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll kill it now. Too much text on a 1-mana 1/1. Get out of here. I'm done reading you. Well, let's get the Drake down. Let's see if it can live. It would be cool if it lived. Because if it doesn't, I don't know that we have much of a game. Long pause. Missed land drop? Not a missed land drop. Surgeon, okay. Into a skull bomb. Get a counter on the surgeon, counter on the synthesizer. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay, these are all cool. These are all cool. We are going to begin by getting rid of your thing, one of your things right now. Your choice, probably the surgeon? Maybe the synthesizer, depends on what's in their hand. The surgeon, okay. So you are all in on the synthesizer, sounds good. it's going to get ruined, but sounds good. So we've got this bring the ending to protect, or not to protect, just to get rid of that, because that's going to be a problem. And let's make this game go vroom vroom. Vroom vroom has been called. Yeah, let's just dose this now. Dose. This probably forces them to reset my Trawler Drake here. So we're a little bit done aggressively growing it. Yeah, reset the Trawler Drake. Okie dokes. I can make it bigger again. No biggie. Oh, you can bounce it again. Well then. Well then. All right, let's sear into Drake past the turn. More Serum-Crow Chimeras. Okay, sure do just love the lands. Love the lands. Give me another one. I love them so much. That's not a land. Voidwing Hybrid past the turn. That Chimera is going to be a slight problem. And by slight, I mean massive. Axiom Engraver, not a big deal. No attacks. Show me something good, and we're actually going to set an upkeep stop. Well, that's good enough. That's totally good enough. Let's just draw that. And I kind of feel like I just want to get in with the Chimera now. Or sorry, get rid of the Chimera so that I can get in right now. Get a poison, 2, 3, 4, take them to 9, have multiple flying attackers. It's going to cost them their entire turn to replay it. I don't mind that. Don't mind that. Boopity boop. Plus we have a Scry to make this card hopefully be good. In for 4. Further flyage. Set the upkeep stop. Spends the turn. I like it. Scry. Whispers. Whispers. I think Whispers kind of works. TBH. I think Whispers kind of works. We do need to come in with the Drake. Which heavily telegraphs what we're doing. But so be it. Heavily telegraphed. I'll take the 2 damage. It's fine by me. Bounce the Drake to reset at 1. Totally fine. Totally fine. Gitaxian Raptor. All right. The blockers are a-coming. Final Scry. Second Voidwing Hybrid. Okay. Okay. Drake. Hybrid. The Army of Flyers. And their flyers just kind of laugh right back at us. Okay, so that's going to be 2 on the Serum Core. And that's a pretty hefty hand they got over there. I would like to kill them very rapidly here. Like, I need them dead nowish. That's a start. You go away. Counter on the Drake. One blocker. They block Drake and they take 2, 4, 6 and go corrupted. They don't block Drake. And they die. They're kind of stuck into blocking the Drake here, I think. I think they're a little bit ruined, whatever way they go. So we get to kill the Chimera. We get to corrupt them. We get to take them to 1. They're dead in a whole heck of a lot of ways. They're going to free from flesh to keep it alive. This is sorcery only though, right? Yeah. So they keep it alive. They still go to 1 with 4 flyers. That's gonna be a problem for them. So rummage obviously needs to happen here. Oof. How late did you must have drawn that off the insight. And yeah, draw so they can kill the Drake. They still need another 2 flyers in the air though. So there goes the Drake. Is it CMC? Oh, there goes that. Well, I guess they could actually cast a non-creature spell, get another counter. That still feels like more than they're gonna... Oh no, they... Alright. Alright. And then they can... Fucking hate this game. So they've got something, obviously, right? Like, we can attempt to make them have it. But clearly they have something. But any proliferate that we find brings these hybrids back. And we're not exactly on a fast clock here. But we are on a... We went halfway through our deck and only saw 6 lands. 7 lands. Which means our deck is 50% lands. 50% lands. It might be hard to get this final point of damage through. Might be hard. Ouch. We tried. We tried. And we failed. The lesson is, never try. They've seen 12 of their lands. They're down to 10 cards in their deck, so this is probably not going to get to a situation where this just allows them to draw whatever card they want, but... Well, they might just be drawing whatever card they feel like. Cool deck. Cool deck, but cool deck is not worth $7. Not worth $7. So let's win the next 2 games, shall we? Cool deck, I'm glad it went off for you, is a fine experience for casual Commander with your friends where you didn't pay a dime. But cool deck, glad it went off for you? I couldn't care less in Arena. I'm paying $10 every time. I hope my opponent loses every time. I get no enjoyment from seeing an opponent's cool deck go off. And we're done seeing our opponent's cool deck go off. All right. Off by 1. Off by 1. What do we want to duress? 1 great target, 2 great targets, 3 great targets. 3-ish great targets? That's not enough targets for duress. How did they draw so many cards? What about 3rd Whisper of the Dross? Or possibly cutting Whispers of the Dross. They have 2 Whisper of the Dross instant kill targets, so otherwise it's kind of a combat trick for us. This could save us from Molten Rebukes. So I could see, although I want this for proliferating. I think we just go back in. Go back in, ask Magic to be a reasonable game. So, you know, ask more than we'll get Blayburst. 2. Probably 2. 2, 3. Cool. Cool. Ooh. Another 3 option. So these are for flyers, essentially. Boop. We're not activating this Trawler Drake all that fast. So let's go Scourge here. This is for Serum Core Chimera or Gataxian Raptor. Gataxian Raptor is a fine hit here. Now, yes, if they immediately follow up with a Serum Core Chimera, that sucks. But, I mean, if they do, we were in trouble anyways. Corruption is online now, so this now has Death Touch Lifelink. This now draws us cards. They're going to Blade to get another Raptor. That's fine, because we can easily attack in with the Scourge. They are going to have to decide just how much they like not taking damage. And we'll follow up with Trawler Drake Synthesizer. Okay. Would have been worse later on. Let's draw ourselves a card. It's a land. It was always a land. Let's get rid of their flyer. Still not willing. So we've seen no spells, so this should get on at some point without too much hassle. Well, there's the Serum Core Chimera. It gets worse. Well, I guess this has no oil counters on it, eh? So they're going to get a second Serum Core Chimera now. Although it's tapped, so... But it has oil counters on it! This is bullshit UI. And I am strongly considering filing for reimbursement because of it. Strongly considering. In fact, almost definitely going to get reimbursement for that. That is BS. This is also BS. We need to hit a Bring the Ending now. Right now. Sheoldred's Edict? Well, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Kill your token. Show me another land, I dare you. I dare you. Alright, we need like Anoint with Affliction. Oh my god. Oh, I just want to play this stupid game. So that's what, 9 top 18? Take an 8. Hi. Hi, Bring the Ending. How's it going? How's it going? Sack yourself. Find something. Ah, -1/-1. We got there. Down to 8. Ten goddamn lands. 1-2. 1-2. Rip $6.66. Actually, no, it's even more than that because you don't get 333 gems, or you don't get 500 gems back. You get 250. Rip 7 Canadian dollars. Yay. Magic the Gathering is a bad game. And this is a bad format. I hope it dies a painful death very soon. Unfortunately, it doesn't. There's 8 weeks left. Let me know all of your miserable Phyrexia All Will Be One experiences in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm going to try bashing my head against the wall in this format to continue to produce content, because what the hell else am I going to do? Yay. Maybe pressure WotC more. Pressure WotC more to actually design their game to be a good game instead of a 1990s comic book variant cover Beanie Baby bubble. Do that. See y'all next time.